All right, you can go ahead now. Thank you very much.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Hello, ma'am. We
Yeah,
can
good
hear you.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. How are you doing?
Good evening, ma'am.
I hope your weekend was okay.
Yeah, some of us.
Thank you.
That's good. That's
It was
good.
good, and yours?
Was good. It's good. Thank God. Okay, so very quickly, we'll be moving on to data cleaning today and logical functions. And if time permits, we might move to lookup functions as well. So, what is data cleaning? I know many of you have heard of it before, but I felt the need to just put a definition out here so everybody can just still see it and relate with it better. So data cleaning is the process of identifying and fixing inaccuracies, inconsistencies, and errors in data to enhance its quality. It ensures that data is accurate, complete, and dependable for analysis and decision. So cannot see, you guys can't see my screen?
We
No,
can't
man,
see.
we can't.
Yes.
Oh,
You
you can't see my
can't see you.
I can't see your screen.
I was logged out of my PC. Wow. Just hold on. Wow. Apologies, please. I got logged out of my PC.
My love, are you
Yes,
on
I'll be
your way
joining
home?
in. Just hold.
Cheryl texted a few minutes ago. She said she'll be outside our subdivision in 5 minutes. Maybe you can give her a ride when you see her?
Sure, my love.
Okay, my love. Thank you. Bye. No, please, no. Here, take it to them. Please take everything. Just let me have these documents if you want to know my phone too.
Please, Efe, can you mute your mic? Efe, please mute your mic.
Okay. Apologies, please. I think I'm having some technical issues. Okay. Can you guys see my screen now?
Yes, we can see
Yes.
you.
Yes. Okay, thanks. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry about that. Okay, so I was saying, what is data cleaning? Data cleaning is the process of identifying and fixing inaccuracies, inconsistencies, and errors in data to enhance its quality. It ensures that data is accurate, complete, and dependable for analysis and decision making. It is also known as data cleansing and data scrubbing. So if you hear somebody tell you that they are doing data scrubbing, just know that it's the same thing. Don't get confused. So I sent a data set to the group. I hope you guys downloaded it. I'm not getting any response. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes, man, we did.
Yeah.
Okay. So
We
okay.
did.
So from this data, what can you see that looks wrong? You know, if you want to do data cleaning now, we want to do data cleaning, and from our definition here, identifying and fixing inaccuracies, inconsistencies and errors. So it's basically removing what is not supposed to be there and leaving only what is needed, making it presentable. So who can tell me some issues you are seeing with this data?
I can
I'm
see
seeing
some
some
space
spaces
here,
in between.
some space in
Okay.
between.
Okay. So how
I
best
can
do you
see
think?
some blank spaces.
Okay. So how best do you think we can sort out those blank spaces?
I guess we can delete the
Maybe we can
the row
remove
or
them.
column.
Delete the blank spaces. Yes.
Okay. So if we delete, we can delete this one, Abby. So
Yes, we can.
I should just hold it like this, right?
Yes.
But what if the data set you're working with
And
has
then
plenty spaces down, as in plenty spaces down? Is that how you're going to be? You can do it though. You can do it this way. Just hold it here and then like this. Yes, that's normal. That will work. But what if the data set has like a lot of? I just did Control Z. That's why it came back.
spaces.
A lot of spaces. So what do you do? Do you start removing them one after the other?
That would be long journey.
That is gonna look for the that
Exactly.
would be a long journey. That would be the issue.
So what do you now suggest?
I think using formula.
I'm sure there is a
will help.
command.
Okay.
I'm sure there should be a command whereby can tell us spaces if there's any space. I'm sure let's convert it to a table first. I'm
Okay.
sure we'll convert it to a table first. Then I'm sure there's a function that can tell us to delete.
Now we are talking. That's what I want to hear. So I remember when I mentioned converting to a table. Actually, there are two
Yes.
ways. You can just add filter to it. You understand? Directly, or you can convert to a table. But let's do structural referencing and let's convert it to a table. Sorry. Normally, I should be able to do it on its own, no? Like this, Control T number. But you can see the issue with that. So that's why I have to ensure I mark everything. Because of this major gap here, it's not selecting what is under. So that is why I have to mark everything. That's why it's always good for you to see the beginning and the end of your data. Imagine now the space. Imagine the space was at the last part or second to the last row in your table, and you didn't know that it was there. So you just clicked one side and you didn't see the ending. That will make you to lose your data. Okay, so this is our table now. Let's name it. What do we call it? I think we call this the customer table. Let's call it customer table. Or let's just call it customer. Or employee. Yeah, no, let's use employee. Employee. Okay, so I think that's good. So basically, before you start deleting, you don't just delete empty spaces like that. You have to view it first. That's the point of these filters you have here. You understand? Before you delete, you have to view. And it's not all spaces you delete. There are some you have to fill it with something. You get? So if we go to this particular column, this was the first error I thought you guys would see though. That this is SLES. It's actually supposed to be sales. So if, for example, now, okay, let me just work with this other one now. So for example, now I want to view the blanks. You get? I want to view the empty spaces and see them. You might not see the purpose of viewing it, but I'll show you where you need. I will show you the reason why you need to always view your empty spaces so you don't go and delete important data. So I'm going to view my blanks. Okay, you see this one now, all well and good. Like this now, you can just simply select all of them and delete. You get? That's good. But let's look at this particular case, this sales. If we go down here now, so I'm supposed to unselect everything. If we go down now in this sales, . I don't know why my mouse is dragging today. So if I select the blanks of these cells, you see that if I go and delete, if I delete based on these cells, it's going to clear this data. And this data is also very important to us. So do you guys think going to delete the space for these cells is wise?
No, it isn't.
It isn't. Okay, thank you. So what do you now suggest we do?
You leave it and put 0 since it's sales or something.
0 is a number.
Uh,
So I think first thing I will do is
just leave it blank.
these ones that we have identified, we'll first delete them.
All right.
You want to delete normal, you go to your home tab, you come to your sales group and you click delete, and that one is gone. So I'll just clear all filter. Okay, so that one is gone. You said we should put 0. We can't put 0. Okay, if we put 0, yeah, what about here? What do you put here? You put
What
0.
about the average?
Exactly, thank you.
I said we could put 0 there because if sales, it could be taken as if they didn't make any sales.
No, it cannot be taken as if they didn't make any sales.
Okay.
You don't know that you'll be putting this person in problem.
In trouble. Okay.
It's better
Alright.
you just say, okay, let me copy the person's name. Since that place we don't know it is unknown, you copy this person's details, put it somewhere, okay, and you just say these are the list of people that we know their sales, and then you work with only
the ones that you know their sales. Okay.
Exactly.
Instead of manufacturing, okay.
Exactly.
Instead of manufacturing 0
yes.
from nowhere.
Yes. So let's just check all the spaces in. Let's just check all the spaces where we have spaces first. Okay, we don't have blank here.
Can't we put unknown to the empty space now?
Yes, thank you.
Like unknown.
We can put unknown, exactly. We can use unknown when the column is text based, not when the column is number based. You understand? So we have blanks here. Let's view our blanks. Okay, so we know we can't clear this one. Once you see that where you have a blank, their data on the other columns is unwise for you to clear it. Like this one now, because this is text based, we can simply just highlight everything and then we'll use our find and select to fill it with unknown. But for these numbers, we can't do that. For the numbers, the 3 major ways of filling the gaps is you use the mean, which is the average, you use the mode, or you use the median. You understand? So we know the mode is the highest occurring number, the median is the
please, can you take that delete?
Which one? What do you want me to do? Hello?
The deleting of that the deletion. I'll be deleting
Okay. So let me go back.
The space we delete.
Okay, I'm coming. So this was what I did. Since when I viewed this place, I went here. I used the filter, this inverted triangle here. So I clicked on it. It showed me this. This is my filtering option. So I clicked on select all to unselect everything. Then I scroll down to the blanks. I scroll down to the ending where I have blanks and I clicked on it. Because blanks means empty. So I said, okay, you understand? So it showed me all the blanks and I saw that in the other columns were also blank. So I can easily just delete these columns. You understand? So I just selected them from the edge here. Selected everything. I went to the home tab, and in the home tab, I went to the sales group. So you can see delete there, and I deleted. So after deleting, I needed my data back. All I needed to do was to go back to that filter I applied. Then I clicked on clear filter from serial number. I clear filter. This here is the column name, it can be anything. So I clicked on clear filter, and you can see that space that is here now is gone. Okay, I think you got that. So we saw that the first name here has no has no no space, no empty cell. Okay, so gender has no empty cell. Let's say country. Country has no empty cell. So I think last name is the only text-based cell that has an text-based column that has an empty cell. So we can just highlight everything. Then we'll go to find and select. We're in the home tab. Look at where we are. We're in the home tab. So in the home tab, I'm going to editing group. So I'll click on find and select. Then I'll go down to replace. So what am I replacing? What I'm replacing is empty, as I'm not replacing anything. So anywhere that is empty, fill it with what? Unknown. Because we don't know. So replace all. Okay, one replacement. So that was the only space there. And then we are done. So we're done with this first 5 columns. So now let's check for age.
Please, I have a
We don't
question.
have blanks.
Sorry, madam. Sorry,
Go
madam.
ahead. Go
Please,
ahead.
how do you highlight this the first name so fast?
Okay, see what I did. After when I went to the last name, when I went to the heading, or just click on anywhere you want, you hold the control, your control button. If you have your PC with you, just do it so you see it. You hold
Okay.
your control button. Then on top the control button, you have your shift, right? That is
Yes.
that arrow that is pointing upward. Good. So you hold your control button and your shift together. Press down. While they are still pressed down, you click on the down arrow. So you click on the down arrow. You don't need to hold the down arrow, just click on it. But the only thing you're holding down is your control and your shift. So, and that would highlight everything for you.
All right, madam. Sorry.
All right, thank you.
All right.
My question, I was thinking, you know, when we put that unknown, is there no way we can kind of highlight it? So in case we're checking out for it, or in case I'm looking through the data to stand out, like, you know, we replaced blank with unknown. Is there no way, like the class we did last week, maybe let's say let unknown be highlighted with red or something?
Yes, that was why I taught you guys conditional formatting.
Yeah, formatting. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But we don't really need it though.
Okay.
You can see I went to conditional formatting, then I went to highlight cell rules, and I went to equal to. So all I need to come here is just write unknown.
Yeah, maybe fill with red. Yeah.
Unknown. That's all I need. And then it will sort it out for me. But I don't really want to do that.
Okay, I'm just okay. No problem. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
All right. So our age, there's no empty cell there. The date, there's no empty cell, but I can already see in ID. I can already see in ID. So what do you guys advise I do for this ID part now? Because I cannot go and put somebody's I cannot go and put a different ID. I think it's best to fill this place with unknown. What do you guys think?
Or we can put null, NULL.
No,
Null, right?
but I don't.
Yes.
I don't think we can put
Or
unknown. Let's
new.
put a value
Or
0
new. What about new?
because it's
It's
a
the same.
numerical value.
I said, what about new?
Yeah, but it's the same thing. Whatever you put, it's still text. We can put unknown though, because we're not aggregating it. The reason why I said you cannot put text in a number column is because when you are calculating, it's going to give you an error. Like if you come in now for sales, you go and put unknown here, and you want to find sum. You cannot sum 550 with unknown. You understand? But for the ID, there is no way you are going to sum your ID. It's not possible. The worst you will do with ID is to get a count. You understand? You guys get me, right? So you can put unknown, you can put new, whichever suits you. I'm sorry. You can put unknown, you can put new. Whichever suits you is fine. But I think I'll work with unknown because I don't know it. I think nil is also a value. Nil means okay, nil does mean. Oh, can you guys see my screen? Okay, yeah, I'm back. So for this one now, this one is sales. At a point in time, you need to aggregate your, guys, you will need to calculate your sales. Either you are doing sum or you are doing average or you are just doing something with it. You get what I'm trying to say? So in this case, we cannot put unknown. What we can do here is we can just get the average. So there are two ways to do this. You can either just highlight everything. And remember what I said in the first class. If you look at your status bar, which is here, the status bar gives you a quick summary of everything. So instead of me going to do my average there, I can just see it here. You guys can see it here. The average here is 496.44. Why I actually advise you use average, because when you use average, it doesn't affect the final average of the column. You get me? So you can still come here now and do equal to average. If you just want to be sure, just want to see what you're doing, equal to average of what column is that? We're working with the no, it's not customer. We called it employee. Working with employee. So I'm referencing that column now. Employee. What column? The sales column. So working with the employee sales column. So you can see the same thing. What was there? You get, so we can simply just come here now, highlight everything back, and then work with our find and select. Find and select. So the average now is 496.44. So we just come here and we'll replace. I'm replacing the empty space with 496.44. I'm supposed to replace all, and then I'll just click replace all. So 7 replacements have been made. I think we shouldn't have even, let's take out the decimals. Since we don't have decimals there, let's just maintain the whole number, and that is it. So if you notice something, we've added the average to it, right? We've replaced all the empty cells with 496. But can you notice that the average is not far from what it was before? Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah, we can see your screen. Madam, sorry.
Go ahead.
Can I ask something? Is
Yeah.
it really right to quote and unquote manufacture numbers for this kind of
No.
data?
No, it is not.
Okay.
It's not.
For data integrity and stuff like that, because
Yes.
it's like we're manufacturing numbers for a
Yes,
person like Etta that we didn't see his sales.
yes.
Uh-huh.
You are right. It is actually wrong. You understand?
Yeah.
But in a situation where you want to work with an overall data, let's say
Yeah.
it's not just this one is an employee's data set now. But let's
Yes.
say you're working with sales you've made
Okay.
in your company, for example.
Mm.
And you know that every Monday morning, this is the range of
Where your
sales.
sales? Okay.
Exactly. This is your range on a normal day when there's no issue and there's no
Mm.
whatever might cause variation. No, that is the normal sales you make. You can approximate.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
It's
Yes,
not
I
what
get
you're
that.
not supposed to
Sales.
do it on a normal basis.
Yeah.
Why
Because really,
why we are doing it here is because for example, you are creating a dashboard. You
yeah.
understand? And you are working with a vision. Let me not say that. I think dashboard is too far. You want to create a visual. The fact that
Visual.
I did something Let me just come now. Since I've added the average now, we've removed the spaces. If you come here now, you do it equals to average of employee. Where you will do this is maybe if you are just aggregating average of employee, we're working with the sales.
Hmm.
So you can see it. Can you see that
Yeah.
it's still the same value, regardless
No, I
of
get the idea of what you're doing. What I'm
exactly.
just trying to say about it's about like data get so many properties, and one of those things where they're looking at integrity of the data and the rest. Especially if this was to be like an HRO.
No, you will not do that. You will
get what I'm
just simply
if it's an HRO appraisal form or something.
No,
data,
you won't do that. You will just simply highlight it, cut it, and put it somewhere. Like these are the people we don't have their value. So your HR will be the one to advise you on that. You understand?
Thank you.
So if maybe everybody within that department, that is there's a range that is your HR that will not tell you, or whichever your boss will not be the one to now tell you.
Advise you.
Tell you that good. So we're done with removing empty cells here. The next one I'm going to check on now is duplicate. You understand? So when you want to remove duplicates, all you need to do is to highlight the data set. So we're highlighting, let's highlight from here. We highlight the whole data set. Then you go to your data tab. You click on your data tab. From your data tab, you go to your data tools. You understand where we have data validation and these other text to column. So you go to your data tools and you see this place where you have remove this blue symbol here. You just click on it and it will remove any duplicate. You understand? Across the rows. Do you get? So I click on it now. You can see it has selected all the columns. Actually, is it all the columns you want to remove duplicates based on? And I said yes, and I said okay. So it said only one duplicate value found and removed. You understand? So it left 1,000 unique values for us. Right? That's good. So we figured that out. That's how to remove duplicates.
Sorry, Mas. Sorry, no vex. I may be taking you back or no vex.
No problem. Go ahead.
That's supposed to be the idea. Now, it did not tell us which duplicate it is because we may have like two first names that are duplicated, but with a different last names.
That is why it asked you if it is based on the whole, if it is based on all the columns. What it did now is this. If you see the way you have for Kathleen, Hannah, female, United States, and the rest.
Okay.
If as it is here, it is like that again from beginning to the end, it will remove it.
Oh,
assuming you
awesome.
came now and you selected it like this,
and
the thing is the same here, but it's not the is how will I put it down? It's different here, but it's the same here. It will delete based on that.
Okay, I know. I understand now. I get what you said now.
Exactly. So
it checks the whole row, everything. It compares everything, all the columns.
Yes. Based on what you selected. Yes.
Okay.
So if you look at it now, like I was saying, it's always best to check and just have like a small view. So let's see number 2. Okay, so just to check if your duplicates worked. Sometimes you might not see some things. Okay, I'm supposed to clear here. So let's go to first name. Now let's select for Angel. Select for Angel. So what do you guys notice here?
Yeah, no duplicates.
I've seen duplicates, right? So I'm going to do something now. I'm coming. I'm going to do something. Just hold on. Angel. So let's assume now. I don't know if I should take out this. Can I just duplicate it? coming. So I want to copy this table. I want to create another sheet. So work from another sheet. Let's name it dupe. So let's assume we're giving this data. Did the table name change? Okay, so you saved as employee 3. So we're giving this data and this sales column. Okay, so I want to take out this sales column. Okay, so thank you. So I want to select the whole data again. I'm going to take out duplicates again. So I'm going to data and I'm going to remove duplicates. Okay. So you say no duplicate found. Okay, good. So while we checked just now, when we're checking, we checked for I think that's good. Yeah. So we checked for Angel, right? Yeah, Angel. So we checked for Angel, and this is what it gave us. So what do you guys notice from here?
Why is it duplicating Angel? I don't know.
It didn't work.
It's replicating and it didn't work out.
So why didn't it work?
Yeah, maybe because of the serial number.
Yeah,
Serial
number.
You see, because we selected everything, so it's deleting duplicates based on all the columns. But in reality, since we already know there's an ID here, this serial number is really very important. Serial number is like index. It's just to enable us to locate the individual's names, right? It's not like it was an ID assigned to them. So was it wise for us to remove duplicates based on all the columns?
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
In this case, no.
Okay, so we're going to do it again. So I'm going to clear the filters. Then I'll select it again. So this time I'm going to select from the first name. I won't select the serial number. And I'm going to remove duplicate. So when it comes here, it's going to ask you if you want to delete based on all the columns. But remember, we don't want all the columns. We want the serial number out. So I'm going to click on the serial number. And then I'll click OK. So can you see how many duplicates it found? 947 duplicates found and removed. 53 unique values remain. Note that counts may include empty cells, space, and etc. So I'm going to click OK. So you can see that the data that we were thinking was very large was actually not large at all. You understand? Are you guys with me? Can you hear me?
I think you will need to do that again, oh, please.
Okay. So this is what I did. I selected everything, but I didn't start from serial number. I started from first name. You can also start from serial number, though. It doesn't really matter.
Please, why did we start from serial number? I'm a bit confused.
In the beginning, okay, we can start from serial number, no problem. We can select everything from the serial number like this. You understand? So I want to duplicate. I want to delete duplicates. But because I know that the serial number here is unique, the serial number here is a problem for us. Because the serial number is making is creating duplicates for us in our table. Like you weren't following just now. Let me go back and view something for you. Like this now, we did remove duplicates before, and you told us it removed one duplicate. But what happened was that when I went to first name, I wanted to just view it, and I wanted to see just Angel. I want to see Angel's details, and I saw that Angel was being repeated here. So I was wondering why, and I looked here, everything is the same. I looked here, everything is the same. I looked here, everything is the same. It's the same. It's the same. It's the same. Normally, Excel should have taken all these things out because they would just cause error for me. You understand? Imagine now I was to give a count of everybody that was 24 years in the company, and only Angel has how many entries? More than 20 entries. So I go and give my boss, these are the number of people that are 24. We ask you which company are they? Did they employ all these people? You understand? So it was from here I noticed that
Oh, now clear. Yeah.
exactly, the serial number here is a problem. What is making this angel different from this angel is the
Because
serial.
serial numbers are different.
Exactly. Is
Awesome.
the please, who is moderate Osazuwa? You are presenting. Please stop it so you don't cause issues for everybody. Thank
Don't
you.
press boy.
Okay, so you can see here that the difference, what is making this angel different from this angel is the serial number. So it's a problem for us. We don't need it, and it's not like it's an ID. Assuming it was an ID now assigned. And IDs are assigned to a single person. So if maybe this angel, the person was Angel Sano, male, France, everything 24 and everything is the same, but the ID is different. We know that they just have the same name. They were born the same day, or maybe maybe this one, this cannot be date of birth. Let's say this is can you guys see my screen?
No, ma, we can't see the screen now.
It's
Yes.
because
No, ma'am.
We can't.
moderate.
That's why I don't press boy.
Okay, can you see the screen now?
So welcome back, man.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what I was saying was, from here now, you notice that the problem here was the problem here was this
The
serial
serial
number.
number. Yeah. So we remove it.
Exactly. So what I now wanted to do was, when I want to remove my duplicates, I'll remove it based on everything else, but it should ignore this serial number. That's what I want to do. I think that's clear, right?
Very clear.
Okay, so I'm going to clear my filter now. So I'm selecting. You can, even if you select all, it doesn't matter. The most important thing is that when you come here, you want to remove your duplicates. When you get here, ensure that you unselect the serial number. That is where you know that you don't want to work with. And I click my OK. You understand? And then you can imagine what was about 1,000. We have reduced it to about 62. And there are still duplicates here. There are still more duplicates here. I'm very sure of that, because data should be roughly about 50. Okay, it is about 50. Yeah, it is roughly. So that is,
It's 54.
I'm seeing something.
54.
54, eh? It's 50 actually. But don't worry, that's not an issue. The most important thing is I need you guys to just grab that concept that you need to check everything. You understand? That is what I want you guys to just understand. So that's for removing duplicates. What is that? Okay. So now we're going to go back, work with, I want to remove duplicates here. And I'm going to ignore sales, because this one, sales was a bit different. I want to ignore the sales in this one. So let me remove this one. I just need you guys to understand this. So that was why I did that one. Okay. So we're good here. Okay. So want to well, this particular data does not have this issue, but at some point, maybe if you are you got data from a survey, all these Google Forms, and the cases are not right. You know what I mean by cases now? By uppercase, lowercase. You get what I'm trying to say. So the case is not right. You get. You can just simply come here. You do your equal to. So let's say you want to change this United States now to capital letter. Prince, please, you guys should stop sharing your screen.
Who be this one?
Okay. Thank you. So you just come here and then you click on equal to upper. You click on equal to upper, and then you go to let me even do it here so I don't have to do it in this other side. So you just see it populate everything. Let me do it close to the table. So I click on equal to and I click upper. So I'll go here as I'm clicking on United States, and then you can see it. So it will change everything to caps lock. That is uppercase. You get. Then if I want everything here now to be in lowercase, I'll simply just go and I'll click equal to. I'll say lower.
Ma, please, can you do that upper again? Sorry.
Okay. So what I did was normally, because we've already done structural reference, we've already made this thing the table. Anything you do near it, it will assume it wants to be done for all the rows. So where normally you will do something and you just drag when you're working with just ranges. When you do it close to the table, beside the table here, it will just populate everything for you. You don't need to drag. It's going to assume you want the same thing to be done for all the rows and it will do exactly what you have done here. You understand? So what I did was I did equal to upper. So immediately I wrote it, it just brought it out for me. And then I went to click on the cell I want to make uppercase. I closed my brackets and you can see it populated everything. It changed everything to uppercase for me. You understand? So if I wanted to make it, we don't have a problem that we will need that for here. But sometimes some data sets can be like that. Maybe it's not, maybe some people now, maybe like this person, maybe this person used female, person used the small f to start, you understand? Or the male, the person wrote capital letter M, small letter A, capital letter L, and the rest. So it just makes your data set look rough, you get. So I'll click equal to here. I want to make it lowercase now. Everything will be small letter. So I'll come here, I'll click equal to, and then I'll spell lower. So immediately I spell lower, I'll go and click inside the bracket. I'm going to click where I want to become lower. And then I close my bracket. You can see it made everything smaller. You understand? It made everything a small case. Then in a situation whereby, let me copy this. Hold on, let me copy this somewhere. So it's whereby everything is in lowercase. All right, I'll show you guys this later. Everything is in lowercase. Everything is in lowercase like this. Now everything is in lowercase, but we want it to be in a proper case, which is like this. Now we want the first alphabet to be capital letter. You understand? While the other letters in the word to be small letters. So we just come here and click equal to, and they will put our proper. Then we click on what we want to convert, and they will put our equal to. You can see this one I didn't populate because it's not in the table, so I have to like double click here. So can you see the difference now? You see this ones now, all of them were small letters. This one are just the first. You understand? Just the first letters starting it. Like you have United States. The U here is capital letter. The S here is capital letter as compared to these ones. So does anybody have questions on that?
Please repeat this last one.
The proper, right? Okay. I said proper case makes the first letter to be capital and then the others to be lowercase, to be small letters. So I clicked equal to and I went proper. You understand? Proper. So I just selected what I wanted. and then close the bracket. It's very easy, very simple. If you have your PC, you see that it's a very simple thing to do. So you can see it here. It changed the U here to small letter U here to capital letter U. Then you change the S, small letter S here to capital letter S, as you can see here. Then if you want to populate it, it didn't populate itself because it's not in this table, it's separate. So I'll just come here and just double click. So you can see my cursor now is white. Immediately I click on it and I go to the edge, it's going to turn black. So I'll just double click and then it will populate everything. So you can see it. So that's for the cases. Then,
So, sorry, I have a question.
go ahead.
So for the columns that we did outside, just beside the sales, for
Yeah.
the lower and upper, is it possible for us to create a column beside the country and do the same thing there?
Of
If we
course.
don't want to take it outside.
Okay, this is it. So I'm going to select here. Okay. Okay, let me select country. So I'll go to my home and then I'll click insert.
Yeah.
So it has inserted this here. So I'll click my equal to, and let's say I want to work with upper. So change it to upper. And then I'll come here and then I'll close my bracket and then that's it. So
Thank you.
I'll delete it. Can I delete this one and use this one if that is the case? You understand? But there's one thing you notice. You cannot copy this one as it is. You can see it's giving me a formula, right?
Yes.
It's giving me you might not want that since it's not like it's a calculation that you need to be seeing how they got this or how they got that you get. So what you can do here is you highlight that full column. You highlight the full column. I don't know why I'm not seeing my paste here. Let me go back. I'm coming. So you're supposed to highlight the full column. Then you right click. Suppose it's not giving me options to paste. I don't know why. Okay, so I'm supposed to copy first. Apology. Okay, so what I was saying, you highlight the whole column, then you do your Control C, which normal is copy, right?
Yes.
That's copy, good. So when you copy it, it has not given you something to paste. So you will now come here. Sorry, this thing that came up was not supposed to come up. So we have this thing highlighted. You will now go to, you see where you have your paste. Instead of normal just pasting directly, you go to the bottom where you have this arrow that is pointing downward. You click on it. When you click on it, it's going to give you different paste options that you can use. So you see where you have paste special. Yes. You click on paste special. And then it will ask you to be on a dialog box asking you, what do you want to paste? You want to paste everything, which is all, which is the normal pasting to do. So if you copy anything that has a formula, you go and paste it somewhere. You're going to copy the formula and copy the, to even copy the format. That means the color of the cell. To copy the color of the cell, it will copy. If you have a comment there, if you have validation that we did on Friday, to copy the validation, everything. But we don't want that. We want only the values. So you just click values and then you say okay. So it has changed it. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay. There's a problem. You're not supposed to have that stuff. I'm coming. Okay, so
Mine pasted somewhere else.
why? Where did you paste? Oh, because you moved it. You know, it's as good as copying something from here and pasting somewhere else. But what I did was I didn't move. Immediately I copied it. It's like it was as if I copied and pasted in the same place. So it's like copying M and then pasting on top of M again. You understand? So it's probably possible what you did. You copied it and you went to paste it somewhere else. You moved your cursor and then you selected another cell. So we're done with that. So there's something I want us to try. If you observe, let's try and do advanced filtering here. Okay, let's try and do advanced filtering. for United States. So we want to see all people that are in United, and you can see here they're very much. So we have all these people. We want to see all the people that are in the United States, because we have only 3 countries here, right? So I'll copy the United States. That is my criteria. So I'll come and paste it. That's too far. Let me paste it somewhere not too far. So I'll paste my criteria here. I told you guys this is advanced filtering we want to do. So we want to see all the people that are in the United States, or that are from the United States rather. So I'll go to my, okay, if I want to do advanced filtering, what do I do? Let me know if you guys actually follow it. What do I do? Hello? Hello, are you guys, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. You click
Hello?
you click to activate one cell within your table. You go to data.
Okay.
From your data tab, you go to filter. Sorry, advanced filter. Advanced. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, so we already have the list range. So we want to go to get the criteria now. Thank you very much. So these are our criteria: country, United States. I click my enter. I want to copy it. I want it to paste here. So I've selected it and I click OK. So we've done advanced filtering. So what do you notice? Why is it only 2? So there are plenty people from the United States. Any observations? Does anybody have any idea why it's like this? Okay, so this is why that stuff came out like this. You can see here, United States here is not the same. Let me zoom it for you guys. Observe. You see this United States that is here. It's not the same as United States here. This one here has a space before the U. This has a space before the U. But this one does not have a space before the U. So when you selected your criteria, which was country, and can you hear me? When you selected your criteria, which was country and
Yes,
United,
can hear you.
the advanced filter went to get details of only those in country and United States with space before the United. So it differentiated this from this. And even when we used our filter, let me, where is my filter? Okay. Even when we used our filter, if you notice, it didn't even bring it out. It didn't even note the difference. But if we're using Excel Power Query, some of you would have heard of it. If you're using Excel Power Query, it will spot difference for you. But this did not. So what you do in this kind of scenario, you use a function called trim. You get, so this is what trim does. You come here, you do your equal to. You put your trim. Then you select what you want, which is what? United States. And then you click OK. So what the trim does, the trim removes, let me zoom in so you guys will see. The trim removes that space. That space that is before your word, before your text. It removes any space before and any space after. So it will reduce the possibility of you having errors when working. So this is the scenario now. We want to trim it inside our table. So we're going to do what we did the other time. I only just added space for these two. I didn't add space for the rest, but we'll do it inside the table so you guys will see it. So we're going to click on country. We want to insert a new column. Sorry. Home. So we're inserting a new column. and this column now, we're going to say this column is equal to, that is assuming that there are plenty spaces down the row. So we're going to click on the trim. Then I'll select this particular column. And then, so can you observe it now? So you notice that this former one here, you can see this, space now. There's space here, there's no space here. While this one that I have trimmed now, you can see the space is out, no space. So this United States and this United States is the same thing. Are you getting me? Any confusion?
Yes, what are you?
Yes,
please,
I'm
can
with
you
you.
do it again? Sorry, ma.
Okay.
All right.
So this is what I did. I created a column. I can start from here now. I inserted the column. I clicked on country. I selected country, and I started a column. So what I did in this column, let me zoom in. Let me zoom in so you guys will see what I did.
Madam, what if you use copy and replace?
You can use it if you want now.
Okay.
But remember, copy and replace will only work on United States. Okay, let's say, for example, the you want to do it for, let's say, first name, for example, now. You want to do it for, although it's supposed to work before, but you want to do it for first name. And you can see that they are there are plenty and they are different. And you want to say space Dulce. Replace space Dulce with no space Dulce. It might become cumbersome for you.
Sorry, madam. Can I ask something?
Go ahead.
Is there no way we can just search for the space ab initio? So I can just remove all the spaces. Like as you're entering the data, once you create a table, is there no way to just find like in all the first names and the rest to check out for the space?
Yeah,
like doing data cleaning.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. It's possible. But I'm not very familiar with it. But it's possible.
Well, I'm just thinking that there must be a way to go about that. All right, thank you.
It's possible. You know, there are plenty data tools. We have
all right, man. Thank you, man.
And that's why there was something I wanted to point out. You know, our tool here we're working with is Excel. What I showed you was if it was Power Query we're working with.
Yes.
It will show you
can help with most of all those stuff.
Exactly. It will show you the space before the U. But this one now did not show.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You see it as a problem in the first place until when you're now working with data. Now it's not, something is wrong.
All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So this is what I did. And the person that told me to repeat it. So I clicked on, I typed stream. Then I selected country. Okay. So I selected country. I closed my bracket and that's what happened. That's what I did. So I don't want to be showing this formula. So I'll just I'll hold my control, my shift, you understand? And I'll drag it down, then I'll Control C. So I've copied it right now. I'm not going to any other cell. So while copied, I'll just come here. I'll go down to paste special. And then I want only the values. So you can see it now. It's not showing as a formula again. So I can come here now and delete this column that had spaces in between, and I can now change this one now to what? To country. So that's it for that. Let me move from here.
Thank you very much, ma. Well understood.
Yeah. So we've done moving empty spaces using. So okay, so let's check out some functions in Excel before we look at logical functions. All the time 9:15. So these are some functions, some common functions in Excel. They're not common, but they are functions in Excel. So we have the trim. which we have done just now, we have the count blank. The count blank counts all the blank spaces you have. Somebody mentioned it before. So the count blank counts all the blank spaces you have. When I taught you guys count, I taught you only the regular count, right? That is the equal to count. I didn't explain the count A. The difference between the count and the count A is this. The count counts only cells with numerical values. That is only numbers. You understand? But the count A will count everything, both numbers and text. That is just the difference. So like this situation now where, okay, so I'm going to show you guys something now. You see this place now where we have ID, for example. If I change this unknown now, let me put 0. Let me put 0 now where we have that unknown. If I use the count, sorry. So if I use the count here and I say, okay, this is equal to count, we have employee, ignore our table, then we have ID, So it's giving us 53, right? But if maybe it's giving us 53 now because it's a number. But if I come here now and I do, if I change this one now to unknown, which is a text, that's why it's always good to know the kind of data you have. Can you see? That's changed it to 52 because the count doesn't count text. It only counts numeric values. But if I come here now and I do the equal to count A, and I'm going to work with that same column, employee ID. So you can see count A counted everything, counted both the numerical and the alphabetical. You understand? That's the difference. Then you have the count blank. What the count blank does is it counts spaces in between. So let's say, for example, you have this. Let's just create like, sorry. Okay, so we have that. Then we have this. So let's leave like 3 spaces again and then we'll copy something. Let me just paste this one here. So, okay, good. So you can see this now. We have how many spaces now? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. We have 3 spaces in between all these numbers. So if I come here now and I select, sorry, and I do equal to count blank, and I come here now and I say, okay, I want to work from range, sorry, I want to work from range not L14 to L28. I close my bracket. You can see it gave me 3. The three counted, it just counted the blank spaces in between these ranges. You understand? So that is the function of the count blank. The function of the len just tells you the length of your text. That is France. Now France has 6 alphabets. So if you come here and you do equal to len, those of you that understand the Python or that have used Python before, you will get this very well. So this is 13. This is for Great Britain. So if I drag it down, let's copy this. Okay, so it's still Britain that is there. So this is for France. You can see now the number of alphabets in the value in this cell. That is the number of alphabets in France is 6, and that's what it gave me. You get, so if you want to find out the number of alphabets in name, or you want to find out the number of alphabets in these people's name, let's say for example, you want to do data validation and you want to work with text length, and you already know the length of the surnames of all the people that are coming. You know that no one is exceeding 10, so you can put text length as 10. So anybody that comes there and wants to and spells their surname and it's more than 10, it will not take it. You get, so that is for len function. Then we have the left function. The left function works just like the text to column. Remember that text to column I taught you guys? I think it was Wednesday. I think, yeah. Text to column by using splitting columns into two. So the left function and the right function can do that as well. So we'll do something like that here. So let's say for example, now we're working with let's work with the ID. Let's work with the ID, for example. So we'll paste the ID here. We'll do a bit of concatenate. Let's say I have MS like for Microsoft, for example. So I'll just duplicate this here. So let's come here and we'll combine it. Also concat. I know this should not be new to you guys. Concat, so I'm concating you. And no, I should do the other one first. So concating this to this. So we have our ID here. So what I was explaining just now, where I copied and I pasted, I'm going to do the same thing. The purpose of that, the purpose of what I'm doing is to remove the formula so that I can work with it. But now anything I want to do with this particular ID, anything I want to do with it is going to work with the formula. So I want to take it out. So those that missed it, I've repeated it again. So I'm going to do my Control-C. If you don't want to go to this paste special here, if you don't want to go to paste special here, you can still do it just with a shortcut. So you hold your Control, you hold your alternate, then you click on V. So Control Alternate V will bring this out for you automatically. You don't need to go to your paste special. So I'll come here, I click on values, and then that's it. So I'm through with this. I don't need this again. Let me clear this format. Okay. So we're going to work with the left function now. What the left function does is it will cut. You can cut this. You can cut everything here, and it will. Let me just do it so you guys will see it. Then I'll use the example. So I'm going to call the left. I'm going to write the left function. So it's asking me what text do I want. I want to work with this particular text. So I'm going to put my comma. So it's asking me the number of characters. So let's say I want to use 2. I want to see, what I want to do is I want to extract the first 2 letters, you understand, of this ID. I want to remove this MS. You know, I told you guys how to use text to column, where you just use, you can use a delimiter, or you can use the measurement. I showed you guys that. So this one now, it works just like the measurement. Okay, so I'll say I want to, but it doesn't split them into column. It just extracts. It extracts what you want. You get, so from M2 here, I want to get 2. I want to get 2 numbers, for example. So you can see what it did. It's giving me MS. It's called the left function because it counts from the left. So it just went there. Since I wrote 2 there, it counted 1, 2, and then it gave me the first two alphabets there. Assuming now what I wanted was, assuming I wrote 3 here. Assuming I wrote 3, you can see it gave me MS 15. You get, so let's say we want to do it now for United States. Let's say I want to get United now from this country. I'll just come here and I will click equal to left. So after clicking left, it's asking for the text. I'll go to United. You can look now, United from here is just 6. So I'll click at my comma, then I'll put 6. I'll close my brackets, and you can see it brought out United for me. Mind you, it also counts space. Does anybody have any question on this? It's clear. Okay. Can you guys hear me?
I don't understand though. Sorry.
Okay. The left function, it counts from the left position and cuts the number of how do I put it? It cuts the number of alphabets you want. It cuts the number of I won't call it word. It cuts the number of number of alphabets you want. Do you understand? Or let me do it again.
Just do it again because I wanted to ask.
What do I use now? Okay, let's say community. You can use it to cut. The purpose of the left function is for cutting. So from here now, I don't want it to be community. I want to collect only com. Do you get? I will now say, okay, this is equal to left. So I will now click on what I want to cut, which is what? Community. I want to cut from community. And then I'll put my comma. It's asking me now, how many letters do I want to cut? So the com I want to cut now is 3. C-O-M. I want to cut this com. I want you to give me the com. I will now come here. I will now put 3. Then I will close my bracket. And I click enter. You can see it has given me com. Assuming now I want to collect comu, for example. So I'll just come here. While I still have my left everything, I'll just put 5 because if you want to count from here now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Comu is 5. You understand? 5 letters. So I'll just come here and I'll put 5. You can see it gave me comu. Or let's just read the write-up I have. I think it will maybe to provide more clarity. So this is what it does. The left function, this is used to extract a specific number of characters from the values in a cell. Note, the counting starts from the left, which is what we just did. Did this one provide any clarity for you guys?
Yes, it did.
Okay.
Yes.
So the right function, it works exactly like the left. The only difference is the right function starts its counting from the right. You get? So in this situation now, we extracted comu, Abby, like this. If you want to use the right function, let's say you want to extract from this community, you want to extract unity. I want to count it from U, from Y. Let me zoom it in. I want to count it from here. I want to count it from Y, T, I, N, U. So these are 5 alphabets from the back. You get? So I will now come here and I'll write, I'll type equal to right. You get? Go to right as better for me, right? So this is what I want to extract unity from. So I'll click my comma and then I'll put 5. Remember, unity is 5. And so I'll put 5 and then can you see? Assuming I want to extract only TY from here. I'll come here. TY is what? Number 1, number 2. So I'll come here and put 2. So it doesn't give me TY. Assuming I wanted to extract NITY, which is 4. It will start counting from the back. It will count 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll come here and I'll put what? I'll put 4. So you give me nitty. You get? So it's no different between left and right. The only difference is this. This is the only difference. The left starts counting like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. When it wants to place its extracted value, while the right counts like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so that's clear, right?
Yes, ma.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, ma. Thank you very much. I want to ask a question. Why doing this counting now?
Yeah.
Let's say, for instance, for this community now, is there any way you can count and then leave a particular number to count the next one?
No, that is want to jump, right? No.
Yes, like jumping a particular number or alphabet.
No, must count from left. And if there is space there, it will count the space as I didn't.
To change the space as well. Okay.
It will count the space as 1 if there is space there. Okay, so what's the last function here? Okay, we have the search function. This finds specific characters you are looking for and tells you the position of that character on a cell. So, for example, you want to know the position of n. You might not have need for this, but sometimes you don't know when you might need it. You understand? Most times there are some little things you just see. What you will need to come out of a very big problem might be just something that you never thought you'd ever need. Understand? So in this one now, if you want to find the position of n, let me zoom in. That is the search function. Or let's use Franklin. Let's use Franklin. Can you guys hear me? Let's use Franklin. So for Franklin,
yes, we can hear you.
Yes, we can hear.
You want to find the position. That is what position here. Franklin now is spelled as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I want to find the position of F in Franklin. So we'll come here now and we'll put F. We'll put our F. We have comma. So it's asking us which text. This is the text. And then we'll have our comma. It's asking you where is the start number you want to start counting from. We put 1 there. And then it's going to give us 1. I'm doing now, for example, we want to find the position of A in Franklin. A is in the 3rd position, right? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yes, ma, we are hearing you.
Yes, ma, we are hearing you.
A is in the 3rd position. So what I need to do is I'll come here. Let me just do it again from the beginning. So I'll click equal to search bracket. I want to find A in Franklin. I want to find what position A is in Franklin. So I'm going to click on Franklin. I'll click on A first. As I write A first. You can look at here if you're not sure of my formula. I put A first, then I'll click comma, and then it's asking me the start. Where do I want to start counting from? Start searching from the first alphabet. I want to know where A is in Franklin. And it has given me that A is in the 3rd position. You get so maybe in some situation where you're working with some data that's very long. You understand? Let's say you're working with customer feedback. Can you hear me?
No, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Let's say where this will come in handy. Let's say you're working with customers feedback. You're working with customers feedback, and you want to find some keywords. You have keywords. You want to separate bad comments from good comments. You would need this search very well, because in a very big okay, it's just like some of you now, when you guys were registering for the course, they asked you some questions. Why do you want to study data? Why do you want to learn this course? And you guys will write a very long sentence. to up to 10 words or 20 words. A data analyst will not work with all those words here. The data analyst doesn't have to work with is and was. They will just pick some key points from there and then use it to analyze. You understand? And use it to get insight on the kind of person or the kind of what the person. So if you're putting a data set that has to do with customers' feedback, they want to know how many the ratio of good feedback to bad feedbacks, and they want to know what kind of good feedback. So you're going to use search a lot. Okay, so the next one will be, I hope that one is clear. So we have the T, we have the N, and we have ISNUMBER function. Hello? Can you guys hear me? Am I audible?
Can hear you, ma.
Yes, we
Okay.
can.
Okay, so the T function, it returns text value of a cell if the cell contains non-text data. It returns an empty string. So just assume this T here is for text, N is for number. If your cell contains a text, it will show you the text. You understand? If it doesn't contain a text, it will just be empty. The N here is for number. So if you use the N function, if your cell contains a number, it will show you the number. But if your cell contains a text, it will show you 0. You understand? Then the ISNUMBER function, this checks if a value is a number. It returns true if a value is a number, and it returns false otherwise. So let's just a quick example before we enter. I just introduce you guys to logic. So let's say its number or please mute your mic if you're not talking or if you're not asking a question. Its number its number T function and N function. Okay, so the data I'm going to use now, I'm going to combine data. Just random. Okay. Just like a
Man, please mute your mic.
Please mute your mic. Oh. Okay, so this is what I've just done. Just a random just a column of different data, for example. So we have numerical values here, and we have numerical values and we have alphabetical values. So we have numbers and we have text. Now we want to separate them, but first we want to be sure that we actually have numbers in this. Let's say it's numbers we actually want to extract. We want to be sure that we actually have numbers. So we'll use the ISNUMBER functions. So I'll come in and I'll click I'll type ISNUMBER. ISNUMBER. So it's asking me which value. I'll click here and I'll close my bracket. So it's telling me true, meaning the value here is what? It's a number. So, and you can see, okay, so it's telling me, okay, this is a number. The United States is false. It's not a number. Great Beauty is not a number. So it's false. So when you have this, you know that, oh, that there are numerical values here. So we want to extract, want to separate. Instead of you going to say, I want to copy the United States, I want to copy Great Britain, I'm pasting them somewhere else. You can just use the T function. Then you say you want to copy the number and paste it. You understand? Instead of going here to do something like this, you want to extract it, coming here to do that. You now come here like this. You now do your Ctrl+C. You now go and do Ctrl. No, you don't need to do that. All you need to do is use a function to make your life easier. So you come here now, you do your equal to T. T is for text. So if it is a text, if it is alphabetical, it will show you the value. If it's not alphabetical, it will show you, it will be there as empty. It will not be got anything. So I'll click on my T function and I'll go and click on the value. So I click enter. You see here now, it didn't give me anything, but it's there. You can see it immediately. I click on the cell. This place now is empty. But immediately I click on that particular cell I worked on just now, it's showing me the formula. Sorry, excuse me. Yeah, so it's showing me the formula over here, but it's showing empty here because this is not a text. So if I come in and I drag it down, you can see it. It has brought out United States for me. It has brought out Britain for me. You understand? It has brought out France, United States, and the way you get. So that is what this one has. It has helped you to separate the alphabet, that is the text, from the numbers. So this one now, the end function will help you to separate the numbers from the text. So if I come here now and I click equal to n, and I go and select that same value, which is this, and then I click my enter, you can see it gave me 5412. I double click. Can you see it? So anywhere where there is text, like United States and Great Britain, it gave me 0. All these places, it gave me 0. But when it was a number, it gave me the particular number. I hope this is clear. Okay, so was
Please
it clear?
come again for me. No.
Okay.
In that end function, just come again and redo it now.
This is what I'm going to do. I said, for instance, we're given a column, a field of data. You understand that is just one column, and we need to extract it. Or let me not say we're given in your data set. You notice this kind of thing. You understand? You want to work with it. You want to extract the numbers. You want to, or you want. Listen, before you even want to extract, you need to know first if they are actually numbers. Because it can be a very big, a very large data set. So you use the ISNUMBER function. So I come and write equal to ISNUMBER. ISNUMBER. So I click on this and I click OK. It's telling me true because this is a number. It's like asking a question, is it a number? Yes, so it gives me true. You understand? So if I drag it down, just double click and it fills the rest, you can see it gave me false for this United States because United States is not a number, it's a text. You understand? So for the T function now, T function will show you the text if it is a text. That is, if it's alphabetical, it will show you the alphabetical value. If it is not alphabetical, it will just show you nothing. It will be empty. So I click here and I'll click equal to, I put my T there, and then I have my bracket. It's asking me for the value, which is what? This data here. I've clicked equal to. You see, it didn't give me anything because this is not an alphabet. This is not a text. It is a number. It's numerical. Yeah. So if I drag it now, you can see anywhere it sees a text, it will populate it. It will put the text here. But when it sees a number, it won't give you anything. It just remains empty. Same thing goes for the end function. This one is for numbers. So anywhere it sees a number, it will show you the number. But if it doesn't see a number, it will give you 0. So this one now is 5,412. So that's why it gave me the number here. So if I drag it, you can see it. For this next one, it gave me number. But for United States, it gave me 0. So assuming now you want to totally sum the number that you have here. You want to add the numbers you have here. You can do it like this. But like this, now you cannot say sum of this because it has text in the middle. But like this, you can say sum of this. You get, so that is for all the functions. Now we'll be moving to logic. I'll just introduce you guys, then in next class we'll complete it. So logic statements. Logic statements are also known as logical functions. They are used to perform tests and return specific outcomes based on whether the test is true or false. You understand? So types of logical functions include the if, the and the or. Then in some situations, you can combine them when you have multiple criteria that you need to be met. So let's just do one. We still have a few minutes. So let's say, for example, we want to separate the old people from the young people now. So we have this age. Let me make this a table. Let me make this a table first. And let's call this.
Okay.
We have employee. So let's call this what do I call this now? Okay, let's call this logic table. Logic table. Just for us to work. Okay, so we have that. So if maybe, for example, we want to separate the old people, want to know our elderly staff and our young staff. So from here now, let's give an average. Let's get an average. So we know the youngest staff we have is 21 years, and the oldest staff is 56. So let's say we put 40 as the benchmark. Maybe we want to start providing services for people that are older than that are 40 and above. So we can come here and say, okay, want to identify the old people now and the young people. So we can come here and say this is equal to if make you put the if, it's going to show you what you want. If it's asking you for the logical test, that is what do you want to do. If this place, which is age, you understand? If age is greater than 40, or let me say greater than 39, comma, value if true. So it's asking you what value, what do you want it to write if it is true that they're older than 39. Let's say you should write old. Then it's asking you value if false. So if the age is not more than 39, you should write young. So we have young there. And then I'll close my bracket and I click equal to. So can you see what happened? Hello?
Ma, please go over it again.
Nice one. Nice
Bad.
one.
So I said equal to if, remember what we want to do, we want to separate the old people from the young people in the organization. So you use the if function for that. So what do you want to do now? Immediately I click the if, it's asking me always follow this stuff. Sometimes you can actually forget how to use a function, but if you read this stuff, you remember what is supposed to come before what. So the first thing it's asking is what is the logical test? What do you want to do? So I'll not tell Excel, okay, if age is greater than 39, comma, right, but you know, right, there's no right there, but it's just the next value is asking you. You put a comma, immediately you write the first part, which is logical test. You put it, observe the color change, observe here. Here you observe the color change here. Immediately I put a comma, it has shifted focus now to value if true. So it's saying if this value is true, what should it display? So you will now put your column. As I said, anytime you want to write a text, you have to use column. You put your column. I'm going to say if it's greater than 39, you should write old. Otherwise, you should write what? Young. Otherwise, you should write young. So I'll close it and you can see now, right? Was that one clear? So it has separated the young and the old staff for us. Do you get? Are you guys there?
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you.
Okay, so this one is
Yes,
clear.
ma'am.
Is this one clear?
very clear on that.
Yeah, clear.
Yes, my clear.
Very clear.
We also have the ifs for multiple conditions. So I can say now this is equal to ifs, that is IF with an S. Okay, ifs, let's work with country now. If this country here is equal to United States, if is equals to United States, this for multiple conditions. If it's equal to United States, comma, put I should display American, for example. That is comma. That is the first. This is the first condition, the first logical statement. If country is United States, write American. That is for the first one. You use ifs when you have multiple conditions you want to be met. So I now have my comma here. You will now go to, if that same country again, country is equal to, the same country is equal to Great Britain. You also need to check your spelling to ensure it's also equal to Great Britain. Don't worry, it'll soon be done. It's also equal to Great Britain, comma, put British. Do you get? Then we have our comma again. This is for multiple conditions. So if that same country, if that same country is equal to France, comma, display French, meaning the person is French. So I'll close my bracket and then I have equal to. So this one now is for multiple conditions. Can you see? So now we have United States here now. You're going to see American here. Anyway, you have Great Britain, we are going to see British here. Do you get? Anyway, you have France, you're going to see French here. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yep. End it.
You say what?
How many brackets used to end it?
One bracket.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, sorry, ma'am.
Yeah, go ahead.
So it means that you can just add all the conditions in one line with just separating them by commas.
Yes, you can add all the conditions in one line and just separate them.
Ma, is there a limit to the conditions, like number of conditions?
No. Many conditions.
Okay.
You can write as many conditions.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So I think
Right, ma'am. Sorry to ask. Can you use same for numbers?
yes, you can. We can do the same here. How many? Let's just write the condition first. Let's see the age groups here. So we can say 21 to 30, 31 to, let me not say 31. Let's just say less than 30. Okay, the only issue is we might need to use nested if for that. Okay, so less than 30, we can say is what do we use for them? What do you use to categorize less than 30? Then 30 to 40, then 40 to 50. I think we can do 40 to 58.
Maybe we can give you all of them that are less than 30 a value of, let's say, 5. And maybe
no, you can't.
Okay.
What will you give them 5?
I'm just guessing. I think you're just trying to test the thing. That's why I said you can give them 5.
Less than 30, I'm not sure.
Okay, good.
Young adults.
Okay. Young adult. Then
Young adults, yes.
Then 30 to 40, what?
Adult.
Adult, okay. So we're going to try the ifs. But there's another function called
Hello?
nested if. I can hear you. I didn't want to start it because if I start that one now, if I start that one now, I might need more than 5 minutes to explain it. But let me just do it. So this is nested if now. It's an if in an if statement. So let's say we have if, for example, if about bracket. So we cannot say if the age here is if the age is, how do I start this now? If the age is greater than or is less than, I need to, okay, if the age is
He is less than 30 at first.
Less or equal to 30.
It's
Less than or equal to
25.
30,
no,
yeah.
there are different conditions. It's like oh, okay, let me just work with the ifs then. Let me work with the ifs. Okay, yes, I know what I'll do. So let's work with the if.
Sorry.
So
Hello?
what's the
Age.
difference between the if and the nested if?
There's no difference. If the nested if just means that if inside a if you understand. While the other one where we did ifs is just for multiple open conditions. I think that one is very suitable when you are working with text.
Sorry.
They
Hello?
can do the same thing if you know how to use them. Yes, go ahead. I can hear you.
So, sorry, please. This was for. I was looking at, those two loggers out because of the timing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also wanted to drop attendance link for them so they can fill it.
Okay. So, you know what? I think 5 minutes is not enough to explain nested if we really want to dive into it. So, our next class
True.
from there. So, we'll work with we'll compare the ifs and the nested if. But they can do similar things. You just need to know how to arrange them. Because if I was to explain it for you, the nested if when you have an if, like you say, if the number is greater than 10, if the number is greater than 10, write good. You understand? If it's greater than 10, that is, I mean, if the person score, okay, let's work with scores now. If the person scored greater than 50, write good. You understand? But you know that greater than 50 there's a lot of number that is greater than 50. 60 is greater than 50. 70 is greater than 50. 80 is greater than 50. You understand? So we now have a world of conditions inside that greater than 50. So if the person got greater than 50, you write good. Then you now have your comma. However, if the person got greater than 60, you write very good. You understand? Then if the person, because greater than 60, greater than 70, 70 is greater than 60, 80 is greater than 60. Then you write if the person scored greater than 70, write excellent. You see, those are three different conditions. That is a nested if. It's like saying the first if will do if it is greater than 50, between 50 and 60, good. But immediately it has crossed 60, it's now more than good. You understand? Immediately it has crossed 60, right? Very good. But immediately it crosses 70, which is greater than 70, you write excellent. So that is how the nested if works. Is that okay? Like I said, it's not something that I'll be able to explain in 5 minutes. So you guys should write your attendance. Thank you for joining today, and we will see in our next class. Thank you.
Thank you, ma.
All right.
Thank you, ma.
Thank you, ma.
Okay, all right, guys. Please check the message. We just drop the link for the attendance.
Sir, there's a little problem. It's
The link
showing,
is showing me that I've already filled it before. The link is not
exactly.
working.
It's showing
It's not
responded to
working.
this link before.
Okay. Sorry for that. Please, we can all try the link again. It's working now. Thank you very much.